TomoNews presents Robots.
Goodbye, cruel world.
An autonomous robot given the task of guarding a mall and office complex in DC apparently chose to end it all on Tuesday by drowning itself in a fountain. The Nightscope K5 robot costs about $7 an hour to rent out, which is a big saving on the average cost of a human security guard. The K5 is equipped with microphones, cameras, and other sensors, and makes a whistling noise when it catches wrongdoers up to no good. But it seems the daily grind at the Georgetown Waterfront Mall and office complex just wasn't providing job satisfaction for this little guy. Who knows, maybe the robot wanted a little bit of company? Or perhaps he was suffering from an existential crisis. Whatever it was, it seems the K5 chose to submerge itself in water and wave goodbye to this cruel world. This isn't the first time a K5 robot has made headlines. Last summer, one of the bots knocked over a toddler, injuring the child's leg. And in April this year, a boozed-up man was arrested in Mountain View, California for knocking over a K5 while drunk. Seems like the rise of the robots will not pass without a few bumps in the road. We'd like to encourage any robots experiencing suicidal thoughts to seek help and reach out to their droid friends. There's a better way.
This cargo robot may become your best grocery shopping partner. Scooter manufacturer Vespa has created a robot that can follow you around and carry your things for you. Gita is 26 inches tall and can carry up to 40 pounds of cargo in its compartment. It can travel at bicycle-like speeds of up to 22 miles per hour. Users wear a white belt that is equipped with a forward-facing camera. Gita is connected to the belt by sensors. It relies on simultaneous localization and mapping technology, as well as the camera system to create a map of its surroundings. Gita can then make a trip to the same location by itself using the map that it created. The robot will be officially launched in the US on February 2nd.
This robot water snake hunts pollution on autopilot. Meet Lake Geneva's newest swimmer, the EnviroBot, an autonomous pollution hunter. Gulp. The EnviroBot is 4 feet long and comprises several special-purpose modules that constitute its eel-like design. The purpose of these modules are twofold. First, each has a small electric motor that lets the robot swim like a water snake. Secondly, each segment has a unique sensor for gathering a variety of data. For example, biological sensors contain tiny organisms or bacteria that react to the presence of pollutive toxins. Meanwhile, electrical sensors can track water temperature, and chemical sensors test water acidity. More modules can be added as needed. The robot can swim on a route or make its own way through a body of water to find the source of pollution. And while it's very cool, we're not exactly sure we'd want it swimming beside us. Hasta la vista, comrade! The future of Russian artificial intelligence is here, and it can dual-wield handguns. Gulp. The final experimental demonstration object research robot, or FEDOR for short, is capable of accurately firing 2 pistols at the same time. Come 2021, Moscow expects to see FEDOR models aboard the ISS and helping cosmonauts tackle space missions. The machine can operate automatically or can be controlled by a human. Initially developed for rescue operations, Russia hopes to use FEDOR for military and educational purposes as well. Russia's deputy prime minister tweeted footage of the robot shooting guns in April. He said they're not making a Terminator, but artificial intelligence. Well, that's a relief, right? Right? Australia develops robots that can herd cattle. Australian researchers have developed a special robot that can herd cattle on large, rugged terrain. The SwagBot is a battery-operated omnidirectional ground vehicle. It can move as fast as 20 kilometers per hour on smooth terrain, as well as navigate through rugged terrain. The creators of the device are working on algorithms that will allow the SwagBot to detect changes in body temperature and the posture of the cattle in order to monitor their health. It will also be equipped with color and shape sensors to identify good pasture for the cattle. If the algorithms are tested successfully, the SwagBot will be the first robot in the world able to monitor the health of livestock. This is a robot for dogs. This little robot is not for you, but for you and your furry friends. A startup company has designed a robot that allows pet owners to connect with their furry pals when they're away at work. Pet owners can remotely control the Ant House robot via an app. The app allows them to steer the robot, see their pets in real time, and talk to them via a built-in speaker. The robot is also designed to launch projectiles such as tennis balls for the pets to chase after. It also dispenses treats for the pets. When the battery is low, the robot automatically returns to its wireless charging station. It is equipped with an infrared detection system that enables it to navigate without running into obstacles. The creators of the Ant House robot isn't the only company creating gadgets targeting pet owners. Multiple businesses have gotten into pet tech in recent years, allowing anxious owners ways to monitor their fur babies left at home. NASA develops small origami-inspired robot. Future rovers sent to do some interplanetary exploration could have some tiny scouts along for the ride. NASA has designed an origami-inspired robot built to reach terrains and fit into places larger rovers cannot access. The pop-up flat-folding Explorer robot, or Puffer, is being developed at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena, California. The robot has two wheels that can be folded over the body, which allow the mini rover to crawl in addition to roll. The Puffer also has a tail for stability and comes equipped with a high-resolution camera. It has solar panels on its belly and can flip over when its batteries need to recharge. The robot can climb up inclines of up to 45 degrees, investigate overhangs, and be dropped into pits or craters. The Puffer can travel on a level dirt path for about 2,050 feet on one battery charge. The tiny scout robots are meant to accompany larger rovers and can be flattened like cards and stacked one on top of the other. Developers are now planning to add scientific instruments and give the Puffer autonomous capabilities. The robot is currently controlled remotely via Bluetooth. Future designs may also increase the size of the Puffer for added durability. Robot bees are creating a buzz. Scientists in Japan have built a robot bee designed to help ease the burden of pollination duties amid a dwindling bee population. The robot bee is a tiny drone covered in horsehair that mimics the fuzzy body of a real bee and coated with an ionic liquid gel. In laboratory conditions, the remotely controlled drone has successfully absorbed pollen from a lily petal and artificially pollinated a second flower. Scientists do not think robot bees can replace real bees, but see them as a supplementary aid for pollination, which is essential for growing many crops.
So this is how Skynet happens. Want to talk about objectification of women? Nobody does it like the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Saudi, a country with breathtaking contempt for the rights of anyone who isn't a royal, has granted a cyborg citizenship in Riyadh. That makes the kingdom the first ever nation to make a robot a national, putting Sophia the humanoid miles ahead of many men and women in the country. Under Saudi law, kids born there to a foreign pops and Saudi moms aren't considered citizens until they reach a very vaguely defined age of maturity. This Saudi was made by Hong Kong tech firm Hanson Robotics. Sophia isn't covered up and frequently consorts with men who aren't her family. Any other lady doing this in Saudi would get 1,000 lashes or worse. The country Saudiized Sophia because of her ambitions to be more human-like, which is something the Wahhabis and the KSA would surely aspire to. But hey, at least now women have the right to drive, right? How would taxation of robots work? Calls from the British Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn to publicly manage automation this week have led to speculation he's looking to tax robots. But how would that work? Replacing workers with robots means less salary and more profit for businesses, but also less taxes on salary for the state to collect. Any robot tax would likely need to fill this gap in public finances. The Institute for Fiscal Studies estimates that the British government will collect £716.5 billion for the tax year 2016 to 2017. 43.1%, or £308.6 billion of this is contributed by the 30 million people in the British workforce. Separately, a PwC study estimates that 10 million British workers may lose their jobs to automation. If permanent, and not counting the amount the government may save from automation, this would lead to a shortfall of £92.6 billion, or 30%, in what the British state collects. A flat robot tax may help fill this gap. However, calls for automation to help people live comfortably via state-provided benefits, such as universal income, may well see automation taxes rise. But such a move would likely scare off private industry from investing in the United Kingdom.
Robot food delivery hitting streets in San Francisco. A startup company in partnership with Yelp's Eat24 is experimenting with robot deliveries in 2 districts of San Francisco. Delivery robots are equipped with LiDAR, ultrasonic sensors, and cameras. One device is as big as a mobility scooter and stands at about average waist height. Users can choose to use the robot delivery service while placing orders through an app. A PIN code will be given to the user to unlock the robot's cargo compartment. After delivery, the robot will automatically return to headquarters or another restaurant. The startup company says the robot can be used to deliver groceries, pharmaceutical products, and parcels in the future.
Unmanned robots have been developed to liquefy 900 kilograms of jellyfish in an hour. The jellyfish removal robot system, known as Geros, has an autonomous surface vehicle and a navigation system. The 2-cylinder hull keeps the vehicle stable. Geros can move and rotate via its propellers. Geros's camera and visual processing algorithm can detect jellyfish. The navigation system then computes a path to perform jellyfish extermination. When Geros is positioned, the propulsion sucks up and liquefies the jellyfish. In an initial trial, a fleet of 3 exterminators shredded up to 900 kilograms of jellyfish in just 1 hour. Jellyfish infestation is a major problem in North Asia. It costs the Korean fishing industry approximately $280,000 a year.